This is BBC One for the Eastern Counties.
Good evening. Diana, Princess of Wales, has been buried at the Spencer family home in Northamptonshire. Thousands of people lined the route to Althorpe House.
For some, it was an overnight vigil, like the Perkins family from Duston in Northamptonshire. At midnight, they'd already been in position for 6 hours. This morning, the centre of Northampton was eerily quiet. The marketplace, normally teeming with life, deserted. Most shops were shut. Many that did open closed their doors before the funeral service began. The build-up of crowds on the cortege's route from the motorway was slow. The Elmers from Newport Pagnell brought their children, Catherine and Christopher, to bid farewell to Diana, along with some friends.
They really wanted to bring their favourite toys to say goodbye to Princess Diana as well, which I thought was rather nice.
The mass of flowers blocking the gates to Althorpe House was slowly cleared to allow the cortege to pass. The scene here too painful for some.
It's been a day of many moving images, of thousands of people on the M1 and of Sandringham, where the Princess was born.
It was perhaps a strange setting for such a public show of grief, but to those who came to say their final goodbye, it was perfect. They simply wanted to be as close to Diana as possible. Many had been waiting on the grass verges at Toddington since last night. Others watched the service inside.
We're all united, not only in our desire to pay our respects to Diana, but rather in our need to do so.
Just feel empty and need to see something to make us believe that she's gone.
Just after 2 o'clock, the waiting here was over. And for the hundreds who'd stood at the motorway edge for hours, it was gone in a matter of seconds. It all made the task of walking away from this last chance to see the Princess impossible for some to bear.
As the funeral service commenced at Westminster Abbey, King's Lynn was eerily quiet. The town closed as shops shut in respect. There's been a Saturday market here, almost uninterrupted for 9 centuries, but not today. Apart from a handful of people, many watched the funeral on TV indoors. Among them, the guests at Park House at Sandringham. This is where Diana was born and spent her early years. Today, it's a hotel for the disabled, with its own royal patron. At the gates to Park House, flowers are still being laid. Today, the church at Sandringham remains closed. It'll be open tomorrow for private prayers. At a church in King's Lynn, which Princess Diana visited as a child, the priest lit a candle in her memory.
Across the region, it has been a remarkable day. From all of us here, good night.
That at the last, we, with our sister Diana, may come to your eternal joy. Through Jesus Christ, our Lord.
The extraordinary and moving reaction to her death, I share in your determination to cherish her memory.
We are united in grief, but of how that grief is deepened by the youth, the beauty, and the graciousness of one we mourn.